Welcome everybody to Getting in Gear. I'm Jacob.
I'm Dylan.
And we're here at Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado, checking out some Shoegaze pedals.
Yes.
Yeah,
combo pairings that are, well, that's a little reductive. It depends. These are all ones that can be used together or separately, but there's definitely some pretty good combos like fuzz, delay hybrids. We got some weird filtery reverbs, all kinds of fun stuff in the mix.
Yeah. And so we've got things today from, or here, let's check out the guitars first.
Sure.
What do you got there?
I've got the new Reverend Descent, which is their baritone. This one's the double humbucker, and I think it's got two of the rail hammers, I believe.
Rail hammers. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're the chisel rail hammers, so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, which I think the chisel is what they do specifically for the baritone set, if I recall. So, yeah, and this one's pretty cool, kind of in an army drab green.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, I really like this. And actually, what's cool too, these new ones they've been doing, they do more of a natural back and then the painted top. And I actually really like this. I don't know, I'm a big fan of being able to see the wood underneath sometimes. So I think this is kind of a nice kind of way to go for them, for their new styling. No pick guard either, which is a little bit of a change as well.
And the Descent is a very cool baritone of
Yeah.
the baritones that are around.
Yeah, it's like a short scale baritone, so it's not quite as, I would say, like of any baritone, if you want to get into a baritone, this is the easiest one because it doesn't feel, I don't feel like it feels that weird compared to like the bigger, you know, the longer scale stuff. So.
And then I've got a Gretsch 5230T. T stands for tremolo. And it's a sparkle jet in gold sparkle.
Which is pretty sweet because they had catches on the camera there pretty good, but I was the same person. It really,
Do you like it?
I feel like their sparkle finishes have a lot of depth.
Shing.
There's at least, I don't know, there's at least like, I'd say at least 1 billion sparkles.
And they're fat too. There's some big sparkles in there.
What was it that you were looking into for a bit? Related to the, was it to sparkles or what was it? It was like the manufacturing of something. Oh, glitter. That was it. That's it. Yeah.
Sparkle comes from silica.
Yeah, that's right.
And like the history of silica and what it's used for is quite.
It was really interesting.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah, because I remember when you started down that, I'm like, where's he going with it? I'm like, oh wow, this is actually a really interesting.
It gets a little weird pretty fast.
Yeah.
But we'll let you go down.
As
that
most
rabbit
things
hole.
do. Yeah. Yeah, if you're bored and you want to go down a rabbit hole, there's one for you.
But today we're playing through our trusty Rev D20 amplifier here. We're going direct, and then on the board we've got our Death by Audio Echo Dream 2 Advanced Echo Modulation, the Sunlight from Old Blood Noise Endeavors, the Deep Sea Diver Fuzz Echo from Benson in collaboration with Jessica Dobson from Deep Sea Diver, and the Towers stereo filtered reverb from Earthquaker Devices.
Yeah.
Our friends in Akron, Ohio.
One of their newest offerings, which they've had a few this year, and they've got a few more down the road. So they've been putting out quite a few.
Yeah, I
think one actually might launch pretty close to the Gear Expo.
Ooh,
so
nice.
around like middle of June, I believe they have one launching. So
And the Denver Music Gear Expo is coming up June 13th.
yes,
Keep an eye out for more details on that. Earthquaker will be there, so that pedal will probably also be there.
yeah. If there's ever anything you wanted to ask them in person, I'm sure you'll have the opportunity.
Yeah, Jamie and Julia will both be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, let's hear that to start. Is that the only thing on? I think so.
Like when there's multiple lights, we gotta make sure.
Oh, I think you're in.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're in.
Since we're shoegazing.
Is that the only thing on?
I believe so.
Yeah. Nice.
Do what I thought. I can't see it
I mean, that's for a little like end of the chain.
No, it's kind of our base layer. So in the world of shoegaze, well, honestly, with shoegaze, and you probably be able to speak to this better. I do feel like most shoegaze players like to have a variety of textures.
Oh,
like that's kind of usually the idea, is having a variety of reverbs, variety of modulations, variety of delay. Usually like something to kind of layer little bits of everything together.
Yeah, you're trying to like build this wall of sound out of the different layers. The fuzzes, the modulation, the reverbs.
Yes.
And so this one can do its own kind of motion. And
There you go.
the frequency knob then changes the sound.
Almost kind of envelope filter paired, almost like that, almost like a dynamic flanger kind of vibe. Just that like little bit of warp, but it's all kind of tied to your attack.
When that's on the envelope.
It is an envelope, okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually, technically, I guess we have two, between the towers and the sunlight, we have two dynamically controlled reverbs.
Yeah, so let's get into that then too. We'll just start stacking. If you want.
Yep, you're right, yeah. Still gotta say, it's like one of the prettiest pedals in the shop.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That like raspberry color.
Well, every time we put it on the table, I just get kind of stuck looking at it. It's like, yeah, almost kind of velvet, like red velvet cake. It's the red velvet cake of pedals. Just those two together is great. I mean, either one's great by itself, but the two together is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's really nice. You more into that like dream pop kind of like shoegaze adjacent.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because a lot of things kind of sprung up out of the shoegaze, or at least some of the sounds that go along with shoegaze. I'd say, I mean, a big chunk of the ambient scene now is kind of, depending, but I would say with like the advent of some of these pedals, a lot of that is starting to get into that. It's not strictly a synth-dominated world anymore.
If you hear in there is some like drive.
Yeah, like a little bit of breakup to the reverberations.
Well, then let's
says that a hallmark of shoegaze is clean in, dirty out, rather than dirty in, clean out.
Sure. Speaking of dirty in, let's dirty it up with this Echo Dream. Because it has a fuzz on it.
You want a sonic soup. You don't necessarily want to know what all the individual things are.
Yeah, and you maybe want to be like, oh, well, that's a carrot. I can see it, but
yeah.
but the flavors are all kind of.
They all, at the end of the day, they all jumble together. Maybe salsa. There you go. And yeah, I would say, especially when you have effects that are more, I don't want to say these are effects that can get carried away, but they can. And so, yeah, like you said, kind of less is definitely more in this situation because you kind of like, you want to blend a little bits of everything rather than having one just overwhelming the whole group. Or even like causing unnecessary or unwanted noise further down the line or down the chain. Because like sometimes I feel like if you hit certain reverbs too hard, everything can kind of just wash out.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It didn't do as much as I thought it was. That like climb.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because, like, I don't think the sunlight or the towers is in the plate. But I was going to say, it almost, when you add that modulation with the delay, it almost takes on that kind of, when you listen to just the reverberation of a plate, like, it kind of has that weird, metallic kind of edge to it, like that kind of, like when you dig in, that kind of
It's the beauty of these all being like dynamic.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like you play less and it's kind of pretty. Kind of.
kind of sub-level, very atmospheric, and then
And then you can. Maybe an explosion in the sky, if you will. That's more post-rock,
well, I would say like dynamically controlled effects are sort of almost like sonic fireworks. You kind of don't know exactly what you're gonna get, but it's gonna be interesting.
Let's hear it with the baritone. Oh wait, no, yeah, go for it.
Well, so you're like, don't let my trail run out.
With these pedals, there's a lot to absorb.
broken bit cruncher sound.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Certain notes just are gone completely. Like that one's just gone. The whole D string's missing. cool. But yeah, I would say it's, especially with the dynamically controlled things, it's like just a lot of experimentation. And if you get hooked on something, that is kind of where the magic happens. Like you just stumble across the right thing or the right combo of things, and you can get pretty lost pretty quick.
Yeah, it's a blast. This combo of pedals is pretty epic.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
The modulated reverbs and delays and filtered. But this has been Getting in Gear. We've been taking a look at some pedals from Death by Audio, the Echo Dream 2, the Sunlight from Old Blood Noise Endeavors, the Deep Sea Diver Fuzz Echo from Benson, and the Towers filtered reverb from Earthquaker Devices.
Yes.
Played through our Rev D20. I've got a Gretsch Duo Jet, Sparkle Jet.
Yes, and I've got a Reverend Descent, which is their baritone. Actually, I gotta say the two together actually look pretty good. Like the
Look pretty classic.
yeah, I was gonna say it's a good combo, green and orange.
Mm-hmm. Like Halloween.
Blam.
But that's been our time for today. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, let them know all about us.
Yeah, and if you guys have got any suggestions or things you want to see on any either the podcast or on Getting in Gear, go ahead and throw those suggestions in the comments because it's always helpful as well.
And let us know your favorite color of guitar in the comments.
Yes.
Yeah. And then come see us in Denver on June 13th for the Denver Music Gear Expo, or any other time at the store here at Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado.
Yes.
And that's been Getting in Gear. I've been Jacob.
I've been Dylan.
And we'll catch you on the flip side. Play us out.
Oh, is it me now?
Yeah.